guys? So today we'll be discussing how to reach from Delhi to Leh via Srinagar in the most affordable, fastest and cheapest way. So when you're in Delhi and you need to get to Leh, remember there are two routes. One is via Manali and one is via Srinagar. Now we're discussing on this particular video and topic, we're going to be discussing how to get there via Srinagar. So the first thing is, from Delhi you take a bus or a train to Jammu. It is more convenient to take a train to Jammu, but if you do not get train tickets, remember there are plenty of overnight buses that get to Jammu. The journey is around 12 to 14 hours, depending entirely on how many stoppages the bus makes along the way. So once you've got to Jammu, now you have an option. You can stay the night in Jammu or you can go straight to Srinagar. Also, the bus ticket from Delhi to Jammu will range from anywhere between 800 to 1400, depending on again factors like the quality of the bus and the deal you get in terms of how many tourists are going to that particular region. Once you get to Jammu, from Jammu to Srinagar, you will get plenty of shared taxis which will do the journey. It is another 6 to 8 hours from Jammu to Srinagar. It is ideal to do the journey in the morning, since during the night you will have to spend a steeper cost. The per seat cost from Jammu to Srinagar is roughly around 1500 to 2500. This again depends on the vehicle seat that you get. The back seats are cheaper, the front seat next to driver is costlier, and the middle seats are also priced costlier than the ones at the back. And it also depends on the fact of how urgent the driver wants to get back to Srinagar. If he's in a hurry, he will get you for a very cheap deal, because he's just looking to cover up his fuel cost. Now once you've got to Srinagar, you got to rest over there, because you can't continue to Leh, because you'll reach Leh and you'll be exhausted, you'll be tired and you'll end up collapsing. So to stay a night in Srinagar, it's ideal to stay at Dal Lake or close to Dal Lake, because that's the best place to stay. It has the best vibe and easily the most affordable accommodation in terms of everything is easily accessible, food and also the transport for the next day. So now when you want to go from Srinagar to Leh, you have two options again. One is you take the government bus, which leaves in the morning at 7 o'clock, but it breaks journey at Kargil. This bus costs around 800 rupees. It stops at Kargil for a night and it leaves the next day again in the morning by 5-6 o'clock for Leh. So it's a 2-day journey with a halt in Kargil. So now if you count the vehicle, the bus cost, it's 800 rupees for the bus, and you'll say roughly spend around 1500 for your stay in Kargil. So that would roughly come up to an expenditure of anywhere between 2000 to 3000 rupees, depending on the standard of the room you take in Kargil. Also in Kargil you can get really cheap rooms which are just similar to dormitories, which are for people who come by the bus, but those kind of accommodation is not for everybody. Not everybody like it, and that kind of accommodation will cost you around 200 to 300 rupees per bed. It's a dormitory kind of a system. Now the other option to reach Leh, which is the faster way but it costs a little bit more, is to take a direct shared taxi similar to how you came from Jammu to Srinagar. Now this particular taxi will cost you anywhere between 3000 to 4000 depending on the season and again the seat. During off season also it will cost you around 3 to 3,500. 3,500 is for the front and the middle row. The back seats are for around 2,500 to 3,000. My personal recommendation is, depending, if you want to stop the night and stay and explore Kargil, then it is worth taking the bus. If you don't have any intention of staying in Kargil, don't take the bus, because you're just going to be spending around the same amount of money. Maybe you'll save around 200 rupees, but at the end of the day you'll be traveling the same journey for a longer period of time. So overall, if you do the maths, you can travel from Delhi to Leh in say around 5000 rupees. That is your bus from Delhi to Jammu, Jammu to Srinagar, and from Srinagar to Leh. The entire thing can be done in a budget of 5 to 6000 rupees, provided you're ready to really rough it out and look for the cheapest deal that includes bargaining and sitting at the back of the SUVs to get the most cheapest and affordable way of getting